$4 or $5, I think, right now. Or it's around $5 because of the sale. I just picked it up myself. One energy armor, and I hit for one, so it absorbed the whole thing. And again, low rolls. Auto repair. Movement reduced. This one's turn. And reduce the cost of the next attack. And use arc rifle on this guy. We'll do 0 to 7. 2. Extra Necrons of battle. Oh my god, stop spawning new people. He can make AoE same as anyone else. He also triggers them when he attacks, but auto-dodges them, so he wastes his AoE when he attacks them. Oh, well that sounds significantly better than what I thought it did. Okay. You can lower the awakening by destroying the consoles you can scan. You can do both. Really? Okay, thank you. Repair just because I can. It's a good opportunity for it. The acid, no. Yikes. Oh, I thought we could run through right there. Shoot. That messes things up a bit. He did an AOO. I guess because he had a gun? Oh, they're all kneeling. I don't think I'll get a chance to shoot the terminal now. He got himself knocked out with AOs. Oh, we kept the alpha guy alive. Mission complete. The cohort defends the location of the lost Skitarii unit, enabling them to move the Oculus Topographus back out of the tomb and towards Skitarii lines. The troops and the valuable surveying device they escort are saved from perishing in the tomb of Agrolek. The squad survivors are back at our lines and the Oculus has been salvaged. We have been set back in our exploration of the tomb of Agrolek, but not nearly so far as we would have been if the unit had been lost. Is the Oculus Topographus providing data? It is fully functional, although at this stage I can report nothing other than that the Tome of Agrolek is huge. This shall be factored into future missions. Ensure I am appraised of further developments, Subdomina. Why, what is that? Is that like I get back Blackstone because he got out of there alive? Like, I'm guessing this is, we lost Blackstone because he was injured, even though he has regeneration, and we gained Blackstone because this person came back alive. Cog gauge max size increased by 1. Skitarii Vanguard, Alpha level 1. Blackstone, or 92. Sub-Domina sounds like a contradiction in parts. And he says yes, okay. I'm really worried about what happens when this bar fills up. Litany of Life, restore 10 HP on the active unit. We got a better litany. Next physical attack can break 2 armor. Next next attack will break 2 energy armor. That could be useful with how much I'm using guns. Where the other tombs are sterile, this one is grossly fecund with the union of life and death. The first scouting maniples to enter are overwhelmed by the appalling stench. They walk straight into a charnel house. Biological remains plaster every wall and floor. Some are creatures indigenous to Silva Tenebris, while others are unmistakably human, presumably from the former colonists of St. Ecdard's Hope. Their decay begins instantly as the sealed atmosphere of the tomb is breached. A metallic skittering heralds something even worse awaiting in the tomb. In this pit of disease and death, even the mind of a tech priest is vulnerable before its horror. Charming. Okay, Skitarii Vanguard Alpha. The Taser Goad does area damage. Single target melee attack. Upon hitting the target, turns into a cone area attack. Triggers an opportunity attack. Deals 2 to 4 energy damage. Deals 1 energy damage to chained targets. Same hit points, but no armor as the Alpha. Are you purging Heresy, son? Yeah, bird. Yeah, we is. See, SAS. Let's see. Generate 1 cog point at the beginning of the unit's turn if the gauge is empty. Let's get that. And give him the healing arm for now. Triggers an opportunity attack just means you can do AOO if I recall, it's odd wording. Yeah, it sounds like the enemy is going to smack you when you do stuff. Who is this? This is the one with the arc rifle. Who was the healer? Was it Sass? Sass was the healer. So in 2 upgrades, we get a ranged heal with no cooldown. Oh no, it's 3 turn cooldown. Plus 2 to max HP, plus 1 to physical armor. What armors do we currently have? Does it say the total anywhere? There's 1 energy armor from that. And that's the torso augment. So torso's already covered. So arm would be max HP. Legs is max HP and energy. I wish I could see like the future upgrades so I don't have to. Because like if I pick legs now and then the next one is also legs, it'd be like, oh man, I feel stupid. I guess I could just, based on the knowledge I currently have. There you go. New pants for Sass. And next level up can get that heal, which it's called distant prayers. I'm assuming that means I can heal from range and I don't have to be in melee range like with the tool that I've been using, but I don't really know. Okay. All right. Let's see what's next. New deployment available for everybody. Hard, normal, normal, easy, normal. Okay, there's only one left that's easy. Install a system of voxcasters to transmit prayers through the tomb of Agrelek. Vidix believes this will dampen the Xenos taint in the tomb. Okay. Skitari Rangers and Cognitive Caster. Let's just bring Rangers. They're pretty awesome. Because sometimes the servitors just get one shot. The potential for corruption in the tomb of Agrelek. I accidentally clicked. The spreading of the incense was not enough. I fear not, Magos. The malevolence of the Necron is overwhelming. Observations of the Tech Cosmos verse 68. We are derelict in our duty whenever we allow corruption to plague the minds of good men. Then what do you suggest? Our progress in the tome makes it possible for us to install a system of voxcasters in the structure. And what would that achieve? Lingua Technis prayers could be transmitted to the very heart of the Necron's resting place. Our troops would go everywhere bathed in the sacred binary of the Omnissiah. Sayings of the Princeps 65.4, when thou desirest to discourse purely, use binary. A novel concept, Lector Dogmatus. What, are we just installing speakers? I have considered your plan, Videx, and a cohort has been deployed to the area. I have personally selected the prayers of purification and translated them into a broad spectrum binary. Once the voxcasters are active, the tome will ring to the Omnissiah's word. I have the voxcaster locations plotted, Magos. I am still uncertain if this is worth a risk to our people. One in possession of unaugmented emotional centers cannot appreciate the benefit of this operation. Gathalarmorians 45-7, above bullets, above blades, care for your soul above all. Your concerns are noted, Kepra, but you have your orders. Yes, Magos. His will be done. Okay, so there's 2 goals, and I'm right by one of them. And I'm not gonna have any CP going into this. Alright, so there's an enemy there, and then there's an enemy there. Alright, Sass is the tankiest one. So we'll put Sass there. And put the other 2 like that. And I can't afford to put any troops down yet. 1 damage. Sass is not impressed with your guns. Sass is not impressed. Oh, I'm dumb. I could have scanned with the pistol. So the skull was kind of a waste. Let's see. Next attack is free. Pray to the god of bullets that this will cost no bullets. Give me a 5. 7. I'll take it. He's down. And heal because I can. Is there any there is a terminal. It's over there. Oh, I guess I should have shot before I moved. Wait. Oh, I just executed the downstate guy with the skull. Because it does 1 damage. I was literally just trying to scan it for a CP, thinking it was a pillar when I clicked on it, and I just executed the dude. Okay. That'll do. Alright, so we gain a cognition point, because at the beginning of that person's turn, we had none. Damage absorbed. Damage absorbed, unlucky. Collect a cognition point from this. And get in his face to trigger an AOO next round. End turn. 3 damage. This person's gonna go for that. 2 damage taken. This is the regenerating person, so that's not awful. Flayed one! Pistol and scan. 3 remaining. I can get a cognition point from this and then power the arc rifle. Eight, high roller, he's down. Okay, that's all this person could do this turn. Completely out of CP. Do I have a canticle that helps with this? No. I need to be careful to not end this too quickly. I'll just get in his face again and heal self. Can we do that? Okay, yeah, we can. Four damage. He is almost dead. This reminds me of Darkest Dungeon, like dragging fights out to heal my people because you could only heal in combat. It's so silly sometimes. New objective, kill all enemies. Oh, I can put down a troop now. Oh no, he ran away from the troop right away. Alright, let's put this on the alpha to buff him. Coup de Gracie this guy. Oh, I don't have free blast again until the next turn. Alright, so let's try this out. First, scan the terminal. We get some Blackstone. And then you said we can attack the terminal. Oh god, it's gonna take multiple shots. Destruction. Oh, cool. Okay, I get it. That's neat. Scan and stab. Ooh. Mike, did you see Owlcat Games who did Pathfinder? Will be doing Warhammer 40k. I'm hyped to in favor of that game. Yeah, someone actually just mentioned that to me today, and yeah, that sounds awesome. I would play. I've liked the last few games Owlcat have made, and I'm enjoying Warhammer too, so win-win. Terminal handling is how you sometimes get a mission 01 Necron. I'm really glad you told me that you, because I thought it was you could scan it or destroy it. I didn't realize there was a both option until you said that. I mean, obviously that kind of makes sense, but I didn't realize that was a thing, so I'm glad you said that. Alright, so it gives me the option to put down another alpha. And we will. Ouch. Critical 3. Pistol. He's down. Move over there. Scan. Heal this guy. The way he heals is so aggressive. This guy's energy armor. These shots... Oh, critical 3. I was about to say these shots probably won't do anything, and I was pleasantly surprised. High rolling. You're definitely getting the hang of the tactical gameplay now. Thank you. I think in any of these games, the hardest part for me is just getting to the point where I understand all the tools I have available to me. I think that's it. Sweet. Yay! Sayings of the Archmagi Appendix 4, such sweet music is the chatter of binary that has no tongue to lie. Ensure the volume is sufficient, Megos. He just said crank that baby up. The first Voxcaster unit is in place. It immediately begins transmitting complex binary of Lingua Technis. Turn the volume to maximum. Let the enemy tremble before his word. This is gonna piss off the whole place. Principa Logica 22. Let his word be exalted to the 11th degree. Plus 3 CP. The maximum volume turns out to be tremendous indeed, shattering some of the Necron sarcophaga in the area. The warrior forms contained within will not be attacking in the foreseeable future. Plus 3 CP. Really? I thought that was gonna set off alarms. I really did. Oh foul, could this be a place of Xenos worship? We have no data on their religious practices, but I retrieve Pharaoh Dictates 5312. Not all data should be acquired. The chamber contains a large slab of metal that resembles an altar with the images of glowering skull-like Necron faces inscribed in the walls. Ritually defile the altar with rancid machine oil and a scattering of burned out fuses. That's how I imagine they defile it. They pour out some bad oil and then they just give it some of that. Situation analysis, study opportunity greater than religious fervor. Conclusion, disappointment. Logical choice, Magos. The creed of Mars should be the only faith on Silva Tenebris. Ooh, cognition, mechadendrite. 2 cooldown, collect a cog point. Oh, that's cool. That's handy. I might actually use that on some people. Early parts of missions, we were hurting for cog points. Glyph. I'm pretty sure Stabby Down helped us last time. A single port designed for Necron Canoptic. Yeah! Give me that Blackstone. The Necron Tome is trying to defend itself. Clearly our mission is working. Aphorisms 9413, the enemy rushes to action when our administrations cause him fear. A swarm of tiny scarab-like constructs emerges from apertures in the walls and begins scurrying all over the Vox caster, chewing through its casings with steel mandibles. Clear away the scarabs with the cohorts of melee weapons. Oof. Killing the scarabs is a messy business, and some of the cohort are infested by the creatures and forced to divest themselves of clothing before the biting constructs can be removed. The Voxcaster, however, is saved. Who's that? I think that was Draflor. Had to strip his clothes. It took 2 damage. The final Voxcaster is installed. The binary prayers flow through the oh, there's no fight? Filling both real space and the local news sphere with the words of worship, workshop exalting the Omnissiah and the Creed of Mars. The unholy layer of the alien now rings to the words of the Omnissiah. Epigrams of Saint Eucalides 389 protect the shield of the mind, and the body will be shielded thereby. The Necron can strike at our minds as well as our bodies, and we must protect both. In this, Lector Dogmatus, I agree with you. I hope we are of the same mind in other matters too, Magos. Our exploration of Silva Tenebris should be executed with a view to the destruction of all traces of the alien. I have not yet decided if we should commit to such extremes, Videx. I feel multiple emotional prerogatives, as well as logical analyses, all competing for primacy in my neurovaults. Our mission here may not be as simple as you think. Just be ready to make the right choice when the time comes, Magos. Recall the words of Fabricator General Plutonus, the eyes of the Omnissiah are ever upon us. Tech priests divesting their clothing. If it's green, pick it. The game remembers what you learned. Oh, really? That's good to know. This guy cost me 20 Blackstone because he had to strip at the end of the mission. Cant of the Craft. The next physical attack does +9 damage. Litany of the Electromancer. The next 4 attacks ignore armor. Blessings of the Omnissiah. Gain 3 cog points. Skitari Ranger. Reveal enemy stats when dealing damage. Single target ranged attack does 2 to 4 energy damage to a target. I think my tech priests have got ranged attacks covered. Yeah, I definitely want this at some point. There we go.